get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of... Bounds at the 15-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua forced out to his left.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Dolphins at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Gets this one to Hill.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Tua.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Tua to throw again. Steps away to his left.
Looking for Tyreek Hill near the sideline. He's got it. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Dalvin Cook
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Dolphins go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
And this returnable for Hill.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Third and long. It's Watson being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Cooper, the man in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Watson on first down.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here we go on 4th. Watson steps away.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Ford.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Ford. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That good for 19 at a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
2nd down and 8.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go, set. 32. 22 meters.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Yellow. 43. Strike 60. Black ultra.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. On target over the middle to Hill. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Black shot.
Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Chubb running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Tua now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Okay, ready? Slide 2. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes, right side.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb,
his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Tua.
And his throw is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Tagovailoa.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Here's Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.